This is the ODV GBS-C. Now, this is actually a video that I'd done a few months ago, but people made me aware that there were some issues with the audio, the music being too loud and stuff like that, so I thought I'd re-upload it because I feel like it is quite a useful topic to talk about. So, the ODV GBS-C, this is a scan converter that I've basically been using in place of my OSSC, all these acronyms, because I was moving stuff around and I accidentally plugged in the wrong power supply to my OSSC and I have gone and fried it. So, I was on the lookout for a kind of cheap alternative when I came across this. Now, there are videos on YouTube where they take these GBS boards, these are the arcade upscaler boards, and they remake them into these scan converters for old school retro consoles. Now basically what this does is it just converts the signal and outputs it to a VGA, a SCART, or a HDMI. There's also a component as well. So I have been using this basically in place of the OSSC, and it acts as a line doubler as well, so it does make everything look a lot more crisp. I have been testing this with almost every console that I have, retro console. I have my consoles going from, going into a multi-SCART, and then that SCART is plugged into the ODV here, and then it's HDMI then into my capture card. So that's where I'm capturing all this footage here now. Now again, N64 here is not going to be absolutely crystal. It is 2x line doubling, and it's letting me capture it and play it on the PC, which is all I'm really needing it to do just now, to be honest. Now as you can see here with the Mega Drive, colours are really clear, and the lines as well I think are really clean. Again, I didn't think it needs to be any kind of 4K resolution. It's definitely upscaled it to HD, and like I said, the colours just look amazing. I think all the colours look true. There's zero lag. Well, there might be lag, but there's none that I've noticed, nothing that's really game breaking. But for me, looking for a kind of cheap alternative, this definitely works. One thing that I've liked as well is this is a completely open source firmware. Now, there are very few settings on the ODV itself. There are a couple of things you can go through, adjust the RGB scaling and stuff like that. But the real beauty is if you connect your phone to it through a Wi-Fi signal the ODV puts out, you can actually access the GBS control. Now this just does things where it lets you change perspective, or not perspective, sorry. It does a few things where it lets you kind of change scaling options, optimize output, change colors, just kind of, it's basic stuff, but it's just kind of enough wee tweaks for each console to make everything just kind of really pop. So that's one big selling point for me. So I did test it with a few different consoles, but the one that I'm probably the most happy with is actually the Xbox here. Now again, there is some kind of screen tearing. It's annoying, but for me it wasn't really enough to think it's game breaking or to downplay this ODV anymore, because I think it is a useful PC kit, and I got this off of Amazon for like 60 quid, where, you know, I didn't really think I'd get anything near what I had with the OSSC for that price. But again, the OSSC was like 200 quid, and then there's the RetroTINKs and everything like that, which are, I think this rivals basically the RetroTINK 2X, and that in itself is about 150, maybe see even upwards of 100, but that's still a lot more expensive than this. And one thing I like about this is it plays very, very well with the N64, but also the capture card itself. So it's an AverMedia HD Gamer 2, I think I have. The OSSC kind of had trouble with that, where it would cut out when the resolution changed, or especially with the N64, it would cut between resolutions, between the pause menu, especially Resident Evil 2, between areas, it would cut to black and then cut to this. Again, with this, I've not had any problems, so the ODV I am going to be sticking with. I've had this for over a year now, and it's still gone strong. Because of my own laziness, I've kind of it sits on top of my PC under a desk, and it is just always on, so it never goes off. And I've not had any problems with it since. All the inputs, all the changes, I tweak the RGB kind of here and there. But apart from the screen tearing, the colours look fine. Like, I think this is a good PC kit if you're wanting to upgrade some of your old retro consoles. So I'm going to stop rambling here now because I think I've spoken about this enough. I am going to leave a link to the original video down below. If you want to check that out, please do, because I've gone over pretty much the same thing there as I have here, but just in case you want to see a wee bit more, it's pretty much all the same footage, so I'd appreciate if you did go over and check, but again, you didn't really have to. Again, thank you so much for checking us out. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. I've been really enjoying the feedback I've been getting about this video. Most of it has been about the audio, which is fair enough. I did mess up the audio. But a lot of people have got a good engagement with us, asking questions and giving their feedback and their experiences with the ODV. So I'm going to leave it here. Guys, thanks for everything, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.